What happens to my lecture? You've been asked to teach online. Now what? As a classroom instructor, you might wonder what happens to your lectures when a course goes online. How does what you traditionally taught in front of the classroom translate to an online presentation? This overview focuses on how you get from standing in front of the classroom presenting material to providing that same content in an online format and what formats are available to you. Search, links, media sharing, social media, Wikipedia, games, open source, etc. are groundbreaking shifts in the way we learn, says Donald Clark. Unfortunately, they're not matched by the way we teach. The growing gap between teaching practice and learning practice is acute and growing. Institutional teaching, especially in universities, is hanging on to the pedagogic fossil that is the lecture. While it might indeed be controversial to toss hundreds of years of college lectures into the proverbial boneyard, we probably don't need to go quite that far. Take a minute and think about whether you agree or not. Is the lecture a pedagogical fossil, as Clark suggests? So, how do you preserve your lecture? To answer that, we're going to explore how a lecture is transformed when it's presented online by looking at examples of current presentations that use such delivery formats as video, narrated presentations, graphics, and audio and video clips. It's important to add here that no matter what the format, content is key. It's not about flashy productions, it's about involving and engaging students using the most suitable delivery format. Additionally, your live lecture can also take the form of a variety of activities: assignments, discussion forums, quizzes, exams, labs, practice exercises, and so on. So, rather than one class-length lecture, you can cover the material using a variety of integrated activities. How you do that, what delivery formats you use, will vary from university to university. You can discuss your options with an instructional designer or project manager. Before we look at the examples, let's consider some of the advantages of online presentations for students. Students can listen and study prior to a classroom session, online meeting, or even before they attempt an assignment. In the first instance, what used to be you talking and students taking notes turns into, well, you teaching and students interacting. Students can view more than once, as often as they want and when they want. Students can access course materials from their desktop computers and from an abundance of mobile devices. And finally, students can come to class, online meetings, or discussion forums, ready to talk about what they've learned, which takes us back to you teaching and students interacting. And finally, you'll want to keep these best practices in mind as you look at the examples. First, chunk information. Keep segments short, about 5 to 7 minutes. A 1-hour lecture does not need to translate equally to any one online presentation. Consider instead creating several shorter videos with one or more integrated activity. Design presentations around learning objectives. Creating presentations that align with objectives ensures students that what you're teaching is what they need to learn. Accommodate different learning styles. Vary your presentations by including a variety of formats and activities, and use well-designed pages or slides that integrate text, pictures, diagrams, or other media to amplify and clarify your content. Include assessments. Conclude each segment with a short assessment that helps determine if students are grasping the content. Keep learners engaged. If you follow the 4 practices above, you're well on your way to achieving this goal. Some examples of effective uses of video in online courses include introducing yourself in a short video and providing key goals or concepts can go a long way into getting your students engaged from the very beginning. Consider how much richer this lesson's lecture is showing salmon running the fish ladder than showing, say, a still slide in the classroom. So what does happen to your lecture? As you've seen, there are an abundance of options you can select from to enhance the material you present in your online course. And there is just as much abundance in the way students will watch and listen. Whatever media or tool you use, remember these 5 best practices: chunk information, design presentations around learning objectives, accommodate different learning styles, include assessments, and keep learners engaged.